Wix 2. It's designed, imitated by insect-like textures and allow the climbing of large This is Sony Hyperobus, which is a quadruped robot. This is the picture of the Sony Hyperobus. This is a bipedal type of robot, which is called the Huawei Robo-16 Biped, engineered by Mark Spielberg. It is more energy efficient than the other bipedal ones, running several hours.
What did you not basic kasi?
This is the Sony Trio, which is another type of biped. It is a HRT-2P. It is remarkable for its ability to climb to its feet from lying posture. That picture, it shows that it can, when lie down, can return to a standing position.
My name is Kevin Mayo, and I will be reporting about flying. Many biomimetic or bio-inspired flying robots have shown swift progress of late. Many of these imitate the small-scale flight of insects, while others fly at larger scales after the fashion of An example of flying is the micromechanical flying insect, or MFI. This, also known as RoboFly, is an ornithopter robot flies based on insects. An ornithopter means it's an aircraft that flies by flapping its wings. The MFI project was developed in May 1998 at the University of California, Berkeley. The Bloomfly is used as a design target for the MFI. Here is a picture of it. The MFI is designed based on biomimetic principles to capture some of the exceptional flight performance achieved by the Bloomflyers. The goal of the micromechanical flight insect project is to develop a 25mm from wingtip to wingtip device capable of sustained autonomous flight. Here are other examples. Grasping and manipulations. Many robots need the ability to grasp and handle objects. On a large scale, this may be done with the manner of hands, claws, or teeth, while at smaller scale, the task may be accomplished in the manner of proteins or the sticky feet of flies or geckos. Many robots around the world have accomplished grasping and manipulation tasks, and some are even developing the ability to learn manipulation tasks by learning and imitation. An example of this is the NASA Robobot, a dexterous humanoid robot built and designed at NASA Johnson Space Center in Houston, Texas. It was built to help humans work and explore in space. Working side by side with humans or knowing where the risks are too great for people, Robonauts would expand the ability for construction and discovery. Central to that effort is a capability we call dexterous manipulation, embodied by the ability to use one's hand to do work, and our challenge has been to build machines with dexterity that exceeds that of us within astronaut. Here are other images. Social conclusion summary. Physically activated embodiments is certainly essential for robots to interface with the real world. Additionally, many roboticists debate that interface with the complex, non-linear real world is important for the formation of intelligence.
My topic is about robotic biomimesis of intelligent mobility, manipulation, and execution. So, pwede ko basahin ito, pero mainly, sinabi naman ito, this is the emulation of humans and animals' central nervous system. So, parang ginagaya niya yung pag-iisip at pagdalaw ng animals, ng humans. For example, yung kaya natin pagsalita, sensoring, yung pandinig natin, tapos vision, yung lenses. Pangalan ko pala, ako po si Prudenciano. So yun po, dito na-apply yung parang yung report kanina umaga, yung lenses, yung lenses sa eye, yung sensory capability ng pads. Parang dito nila pinagsama-sama sa head ng robot. So next. So ito, human innovation technologies such as automated speech synthesis, natural language processing, social intelligence, social robots, and robot visual identity. So dito, social robots meaning robots that can, pag kinausap mo, kaya kanilang din kausapin. So hindi po ibig sabihin nito na they have been given capability to think for themselves, to feel, but nakaprogram sa kanila na pag narinig nila ito, ganito yung response nila. So parang programming din nila sa loob nila yun. So ito yung examples ng mga robots na kaya gawin yun. Si Ridley, ginawa sa MIT. Si Nurse Pearl, galing sa CMU. Tapos, ito yung pictures nila si Ridley, tapos si Nurse Pearl of CMU. Yun yung problema sa kanila, although these robots can be given this capability, hindi po sila, no matter how much yung gawin ng mga engineers, hindi nila kayang gawin yung ibigay yung head ng human beings. Robotic materials, structures, and manufacturing thinking. Basically, yung sabi dito, mahirap gawa ng robot kasi madaming parts siya, madami yung parts siya. So, it is made as a whole. So, madaming programming, madaming bio-inspired technology na pinagsama-sama dun sa ulo. Ito din sabi ko kanina, yung sensory, tapos yung programming. Isa sa mga common na manufactural materials na ginagamit ay yung carbon nanotube. Hindi ko maalala, pero kung saan ko natutunan ko, maalala ko, carbon nanotube, it is, siya yata yung pinaka-strong na material na ginawa ng tao. So, interesting na siya. Yun po yun.
So, I'm Mark Sarmiento. Yung discuss ko ay yung mga material. Each pound ko lang ako.